No worker should have to choose between their religion and a job.
Now at 9, Abercrombie and Fitch facing some criticism this morning and making our buzz. The retail store has been hit with another lawsuit. A California college student says her civil rights were violated when she was fired from a Hollister store owned by Abercrombie for refusing to remove her Muslim headscarf. The store manager had no problem with the headscarf, but apparently a district manager did.
To use the freedom of religion, I have felt let down.
What's your take on all of this? Was it unfair to fire her? And is suing the company the right course of action? Because obviously it didn't go along with the dress code of the store. That's the issue here. The district manager wanted to correct that. She's saying, this is my religion. You can't correct it.
But when she came in for the interview, though, that's when that should have been hashed out, I feel. I mean, if they had a problem with it right from the beginning, it should have been hashed out before she was a paid employee. And this goes beyond religion. I mean, a lot of these women, this is a real serious thing.
Well,
if you do not wear the headscarf, your family members, I mean, many of them have been beaten. I mean, this is a serious issue. It goes beyond just religious beliefs.
And there's been allegations against them before for not hiring someone because of their religious beliefs or the garb that they wore to the interview. So
the thing that surprises me is that if you're the district manager and you're thinking what you're going to do, and you're going to tell this girl that she has to take her headscarf off, doesn't it cross your mind ever, like, hey, this might not be the best idea, this is her religion, I can't do this? It just seems like a no-brainer.
This is something that we're seeing more and more. Disneyland had a situation, similar situation not too long ago. But let's get right to what you're saying. Debbie Hogan's writes, it's part of working. You follow their dress code. I see many at Starbucks that have to hide tattoos. At Fry's, they have to wear black pants and no piercings.
Aide Rodriguez says, yes, that was very unfair. Respect one another's religion and beliefs, please. We are in the 21st century.
Sebastian Oliver says, just after money more than any principle.
Cassie Murphy says, yes, of course. That is the right course of action. She deserves the same as anyone.
Yeah, and it's interesting because, again, I think it goes back to the interview process. If this is going to be your policy, whether it be the district or the company, that needs to be right out front.
Well, Maggie Shaw says something that you touched on, Kirk. She says, I'm fairly certain she went to an interview prior to being hired. If the hijab was a problem, it should have been addressed at that time. Or you were saying that, Susan.
Right.
But then you've got the other side. You know, Kenneth Shaline says dress codes for all employees need to be enforced equally in order to be fair to all. If I were a cleric who had to work out an outside job to support myself, I would expect to not wear my clerical collar at work. So he's saying you got to abide by the dress code.
Stephanie Nelson is supporting that thought, saying companies have the right to hire and fire. If you want the job and they have a uniform, you have to wear it. They have the right to choose how they want their company to be represented.
And again, I think it just needs to be laid out in black and white. I mean, if that is your policy, and no one's arguing it isn't or is, but if that is your policy, then make sure that is known prior to the interview, because the manager in the store didn't have a problem with it. The manager in the store said, I'm fine with it, you know, and gave her the hire, and it's the people above him. So maybe he should have gone to the district before he gave her the
That discussion is going to continue. We'll look for more of your comments.